Chaz made a name for himself. That's Chaz with 2 Z's. Don't sleep on him.
Feeling like my time with Joel was definitely cut short. I'm definitely going to try to reach out for Joel when he gets out of the villa.
I'm going to need someone from Love Island to explain to me why we needed to wait until today to see these people walk out of the villa for the last time, because there was nothing memorable about it. All it was 5 people walking as though they're on their way to catch their bus or catch their flight or catch a train or whatever they were going to catch. Um, Everybody said goodbye, and I think the person who I think might have been liked by everybody the most, I think, is Jared, because the guys really liked him. And so they said they liked Chaz as well. Um, and Timmy said Chaz made a name for himself, so don't sleep on him. Well, he did, as a ladies' man. Hey, it is what it is. Hey there, thanks for stopping by. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for when I upload new videos. In this episode, I'll be reviewing Love Island USA Season 4, Episode 27. Um, I think I thought they would get the people to walk out in their couples, at least to sort of give them a final exit. But I guess that's what happens when you eliminated in a group, because they just had them shuffling away, and Chaz was sort of in between the girls. He was in between Bella and Chance, and Jared and his cat walked out, hand in hand, kissing and happy as ever. I think if nothing else, this experience should have taught Chaz to do a lot of self-reflection personally, because you could tell that all the girls he's tried to couple up with could not stand him by the end of it, or all the girls he's been coupled up with could not stand him by the end of the experience, by the end of their time with him. Bella was actually reflecting on her time during her exit interview, and she was talking about how she would try and sort of reach out to Joel once he leaves the show because of their connection that they established. Chaz, I don't know what he said. Chance, it's sad that, she didn't get an opportunity because of Kat. So her time in the villa, I think, was just, a couple of extra days in the villa just for her to sleep, meet everyone, and off she went. There's nothing memorable about her stay there. Kat and Jared, well, I'm surprised that they're saying they're each other's first boyfriend and girlfriend. I'm like, how old are you? Have you ever not been in a relationship before? What sort of relationships were you in before? Anyway, I don't know. But at least they're gone, so we wish them all the best. From there, I'll review the couples and we'll see how it goes. I'll start off with the love triangle: Phoebe, Courtney, and um, Chad. Phoebe, Phoebe, Phoebe. When the girls left, she was crying, saying that, "Oh, I don't normally cry, but Chance and Bella were my best friends." Not really. You chased after Chaz, made out with Chaz, and then ran to tell Bella that you'd made out with Chaz. I don't know what sort of best friend that is. I think she wanted to sort of make Bella understand that she was vulnerable, and maybe hoping that Bella would step away. Well, Bella had managed to find herself a connection with Joel because of that. And now that Chaz is left, she's onto Chad, and Chad had better pack his bags, because it seems every time she goes after a guy outside of Isaiah, he's on his way out. So she's during the challenge, she kissed Chad, and Courtney sort of didn't take it seriously, but Zita called it out and said, "Oh, I'm got my eye on that." And now it seems she's making a play for Chad. I said this yesterday that I don't understand. Joel is single. I don't know why Phoebe's not going after Joel. And I like Courtney because Courtney knows her worth. And part of me feels sorry for Courtney, because I think she should never have got rid of Felipe, because she rid of Felipe, someone who really liked her and really cared about her. And ever since, it's been a nightmare, because Bryce towards the end treated her like crap. And now Chad is sort of having this sort of nonchalant behavior. And I never thought I'd see Courtney cry over a guy, because I always thought she was someone who was self-empowered and knew her worth. I know she knows her worth because she was able to give an ultimatum to Chad. But I never thought. I think maybe the reason she's crying is because she doesn't want to go into confrontation with Phoebe, and I don't know how Phoebe doesn't feel guilty knowing that she's causing somebody else pain, unless the producers are encouraging her to do that. And as I said yesterday, unless she thinks this is the only way she can put her name out there and get as much publicity as possible. And so I don't know that triangle, love triangle. I don't think. I wish Courtney would just take a step back. I wish she could take a step back and go after Joel, because obviously all the other guys are now in cemented relationships. I wish she'd go after Joel and just leave Chad alone and let him face, whatever comes up between him and Phoebe, because Phoebe is very toxic. Phoebe is very chaotic. So I don't know what happens there. And then from there, Zita and Timmy. I think Zita and Timmy, they're the mom and the dad of the villa. Zita feels Courtney's pain because she's very close to Courtney. When Courtney was crying, she went to comfort Courtney, and I like the fact that Deb and Sydney were also there to comfort Courtney, and so it was nice to see that they really care about each other, and it's not just about the show. Um, so Zita and Timmy, their mom and dad, and it was interesting that when Mackenzie came in, she took Timmy aside and sort of had a chat with him to sort of feel what's going on. And you can tell Mackenzie has played this game before, because she didn't make a play for Timmy because she knew that, no, I would rather make a play for anybody else but Timmy. I don't want to be in trouble because she's seen what happened to Bria, so I have to give it to her. Timmy then explained what was going on, and I think on his part, he is very protective of his friends. So he made sure that, Mackenzie knew who was available and who wasn't. I love when the girls came back from their outing that Sita was saying, okay, I know Mackenzie's here. I'm not worried about Mackenzie. I want to know where Timmy is in regards to Mackenzie. How far is he from her? And it was like, oh, Timmy knows his place. He's not after any trouble. He just wants, you know, just to keep his lady happy, and that's it. I like their relationship. I think they are growing. I did say there is gameplay. When I say there's gameplay between Timmy and Zita, I don't mean they don't like each other. I don't mean there's no romantic connection. I just mean that they are cautious of how they portray themselves and how they put themselves out there to make sure that they don't jeopardize their chances of winning the money at the end of the day, because everybody in there is after the money. Yes, if they find a relationship, that's great, but all of them want money, otherwise they'll be at home, looking for a boyfriend or a girlfriend. Anyway, um, and then Jeff, Jeff is a fool. Jeff is a fool. I say it. He's a fool in an endearing way, not like he's a fool, like he's crazy, he's losing his mind. Jeff and Naja, I don't know. I really like Jeff, and I like his goofiness. I like his foolish ways. I think he's amazing. I think it's a pity that Jesse doesn't have half of Jeff's personality. I think Jeff is, America loves him, as he said. So Jeff and Naja, Jeff had a conversation with Mackenzie, and he said, his things are going great for him and Naja, but he's open to having conversations with Mackenzie. He said, besides, I want Naja, to feel the pain that I felt when I came from Casamore and found out somebody else. And it's just like, why? Why would you do that? Why would you do that to the poor girl? Anyway, I don't see his head turning for Mackenzie. I don't think she's his type. So I don't think he'll turn for Mackenzie. Naja, on her part, was threatened as soon as she saw the text message. She was the first person to run into the village. I think she wanted to see what the hell is going on. And I can see her blood boiling when Jeff starts pretending to make a play for Mackenzie. So that's going to be amazing. And Sydney and Isaiah have got over the Phoebe drama. They're not interested in Phoebe. They're not even entertaining her. Uh, I was on the fence about Sydney taking Isaiah back quickly, but I think Isaiah has learned his lesson, because when Mackenzie came in, he kept his distance and tried not to involve himself in whatever was going on. And so it will be nice to see what happens. It will be nice to see what happens, because they made up. They agreed that, I think they said to recouple when recoupling happens. They did sleep outside on the day beds. I don't know. I don't know whether this Phoebe thing has sort of got rid of the toxic aspect of their relationship, because they can be very toxic, the two of them. So I don't know what will happen with Sydney and Isaiah. Do I see it lasting long term past Villa? I don't know. It depends. I don't know. I don't know. I can't even predict that. I think they just have to take it one day at a time. And then Jesse and Deb are happy. Um, Jesse, for me, is very welcoming to people. I remember when Chaz and Bria came in, the way he was so excited, and even the narrator said, "Oh, Jesse, the way he's greeting this guy, he says, no, it's his relative, and he's seen him before, blah blah blah." I think that's who Jesse is. I think he's just very welcoming because when Mackenzie came, he was very excited, but even though he was excited to see her, he still maintained his distance because obviously he knows what's happened in his relationship with the Valerie incident and then the Kyle incident, and I don't think his head will turn. And Timmy has already told Mackenzie that Jesse is set. He's set with what do you call it, with Deb, so that's a no go area. And I like their relationship. Deb is just a fool as well. The funniest people on the show left now that Serenity is gone are Deb and Jeff. They're two of the craziest people. I wish they could couple up just for a bit, just for a bit, just so that they could feed off each other's craziness because their crazy is just amazing to watch and it's entertaining. Anyway, that's wishful thinking. And then Joel is the single guy, and I like the fact that he's not trying to be as chaotic and as toxic as Phoebe is. Although he said he will try and pull Phoebe for a chat to see if they have a connection, he's also interested in speaking to Mackenzie. I wish you could just skip both and just head straight for Courtney and make Chad realize that he's wasting a golden opportunity. I think they would have a better chemistry and better connection with Courtney, but then maybe that's just wishful thinking on my part. Otherwise, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Mackenzie says she's not she's not after playing it safe. She's looking to see where there's an opening and she can make her way in. I don't think Isaiah would want to get himself involved or entangled in anything at the moment. I think he's just trying to keep his head above the water and make sure that he recouples with Sydney. So I don't think his head will turn for Mackenzie even if he likes her. So we'll see how that plays out. It was an interesting episode. It was an interesting episode and I really enjoyed it. So we'll see. Anyway, thanks guys for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Bye everyone.